This is SAFM Sports Special and a special weekend broadcasting live from Cape Town. And one of the things I love about the Cape Town Cycle Tour is just the variety and sort of wide spectrum of people that this race does attract. And one of them we chatted to last year before the race, and he's back in Cape Town, Rajesh Durbal. Rajesh, welcome back to Cape Town. Nice to have you back in South Africa.
Yeah, thanks for having me back. I'm very excited to be here.
Rajesh, just to give our listeners a bit of background, you come from an incredible background. You were born with only one limb. You're a triple amputee, and you've really done some incredible things in your life. I mean, you rode the Cape Town Cycle Tour last year, but you're also an Ironman, and you've done some incredible things. Let's take a step back, and obviously you've overcome some amazing things in your life. But what really made you decide to just get out there and challenge yourself and push harder than you thought and further than you thought you could go?
I just had to develop a newfound belief in myself. You know, we all have these limiting beliefs about ourselves. Can we really live on a different level? Can we really go out there and swim a distance or bike a distance or run a distance? Or can we really aspire to be what we envision ourselves to be like as far as following our dreams? And that belief really was the starting point in transitioning.
Where did it all start for you? I mean, obviously growing up as a child, you must have known you were different, but when did you realize, you know what, if things are going to happen in my life, it's up to me?
Man, from an early age, I was always just very driven because just being a triple amputee, I have to work 3 times harder to keep up and to get the respect and earn the respect from everyone around me. And that's just been instilled in me to always try and work hard. And then everything just started coming together in my late 20s where I really started putting down that effort that this is all up to me now.
And your first 5K, I was reading about it, where you thought, you know what, we've got to give this a batch. You didn't come close to winning, but that sort of gave you the belief that if you can do a 5, you can do 10. If you can do 10, you can do 21. And that's just really progressed into most areas of your life.
Yeah, definitely. I just kept on setting goals and aiming towards those goals, and then keeping myself around very positive and strong people that were where I wanted to be, that had everything together, and they really pushed me and kept me moving forward and motivated when I didn't want to get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to go and train. So that was a trick also, to have that strong inner team that works with me, keep me moving.
Rajesh, everyone in their life obviously has to overcome obstacles. Some are a lot bigger than others. You've had to overcome a few in your life, and I think this weekend at the Cape Town Cycle Tour is a good example of that. Obviously, with the fires, things have had to change, and I think it's a good life lesson for all of us that things don't always go according to plan. Sometimes you have to readjust and refocus and get on with things. Yeah,
pretty much. I mean, it's just being able to keep on moving forward when you don't want to move forward and giving it your best shot, even if it's not going to be the entire cycle tour, for example, that we could still get out there and we could still have an effort and to move forward in the direction that we want to move. And we always have choices, so make those choices and don't just dilly-dally, make them, because sometimes they come and go and you miss it, and then now you're playing catch-up.
Rajesh, as far as the Cape Town Cycle Tour, you back again in 2015. What do you love about this race? I mean, obviously as South Africans, it's been part of our lives for so long, and we almost become blasé about it. But what do you really enjoy, and what keeps you coming back to Cape Town?
I just love this entire region, the people, the scenery, the entire route that the August rides in. It's just so pristine. I've ridden in a lot of different places around the world, and this is by far one of the nicest places I've ever ridden. Just the course in general, the camaraderie that goes out there in the race course. So I love this entire region, and I love Chapman Peak, even though we won't be riding it tomorrow, but it'll still be in my heart.
As far as the people, does the race say a lot about our psyche as South Africans to you?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Does the race sort of describe our psyche as South Africans? I mean, we don't do anything in half measures. I mean, for most people, 100-plus kilometer cycle race is something extreme. And if you think about the numbers of people that we get out to this year in and year out, it says a lot about South Africa as a nation.
Yeah, definitely. Last year when I rode it, I definitely realized that you guys take things a lot seriously, and everyone who comes and rides this race is here to ride it and race it. They're not just here just to lolly-da. Most of the people out there are riding as hard as they can, and it is really a strong effort as far as the race organization after the race with the hospitality that they have. And even prior, it's just very well organized. So I definitely got that same feeling as well.
You've achieved some incredible things. I mentioned that you completed the Ironman World Championships on the Big Island, Kona, Hawaii. What else is sort of still on your bucket list as far as achievements and things you want to do athletically?
My coach, triathlon coach, he wants me to do an Ultraman. She's been trying to suck me into doing one. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't mind doing it, but it's a lot of training. And I have my foundation now that I'm running and the film premiere at the Pepper Club. So my time is split a little differently now. But I'm right now, my short-term goals are to compete towards Rio Olympics 2016. Going to run the 400 and see where I'm at with that, and then race para-triathlon as well.
Rajesh, I love that. I mean, you're talking Ultraman in one breath, which is something super endurance-wise, and then in the next breath, you're talking about running a 400 meter at the Paralympics. I mean, those are two totally different events, and it just shows your versatility.
Yeah, I always like to get myself in over my head and figure it out. I mean, that's what brings out the best in me. And anyone who gets in over their head, you'll really discover what you're truly made of, and ultimately brings out the best in you, even if you don't believe it or not. So, for me, I have 3 different coaches now training me in sprinting, strength for that, and then triathlon, which is a whole other discipline. So, I mean, I like the long stuff. I still train long, but there's also that speed aspect too. So, my body's fighting a little bit, but you know, I know I could be competitive because I know how to put the work in and do it the right way because I've done it in Ironmans and climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, so I believe I could do it again.
touched briefly on the film premiere. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, the film's called Beyond Boundaries, and last year we hiked with 6 disabled athletes here in South Africa and 3 other, one of my close friends, and we filmed the entire journey, and Saturday, March 7th, we're going to be doing the premiere Beyond Boundaries, showcasing it at the Pepper Club Luxury Resort Hotel and Spa. And it's just our first showing from telling the stories of everyone that climbed this mountain and what it took to overcome the odds and the obstacles. So we're really super excited about that.
You've had, obviously, through your athletic your athletic achievements, you've had some wonderful experiences and opportunities, but you're giving back. You also mentioned your foundation. Tell us a little bit about what that does.
Yeah, Live Free is a nonprofit foundation, and we do a lot of humanitarian work here in South Africa and North Africa. We did that last year. We donated food, care packages, and different things like that. I spoke to a lot of schools just to drive the inspiration and hope that you can do all things and that you should never give up in life. And we also do that around the world. We just came back from Europe to do some things with the schools and some foundations, and we did that in the Caribbean. So this is what we do. This is what I do full-time, to play it forward to help everybody become better.
Just your story is just truly inspiring and motivating. Is there anything you can't do?
I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. There's nothing I can't do yet.
I think a lot of it's got through with the mindset. Even if you're not 100% sure, you're willing to give it a good shot.
Yeah, I'm willing to give anything a first shot, and I might not be able to do it like everybody else, but I'll find a way. If we really want something bad enough, we will find a way to make it happen.
Jesh, I love your spirit. I think you're amazing, and what you're doing is unbelievable. If people want to find out more about you, is there a website they can get to? Or are you on social media? How can we connect with you?
Yeah, you can add me on Facebook, Rajesh Durbal. Just Google me. Also my foundation, live-free.net, and then rajeshdurbal.com. I'm on Instagram as well, so you just put my first and last name. You'll find everything in Google.
Rajesh Durbal, I'm looking forward to sharing the road with you on the race tomorrow. Thank you very much for your time, and we look forward to catching up afterwards. Hopefully we can have a quick chat and find out how your race went tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, definitely. I'll look for the truck. I'll definitely check you guys out.